Have I got a story for you? As we are the Nothing Is Over podcast, always trying to get better, always trying to improve, in all walks of life. So I have been attending a course today with work to try and get more feathers in the cap so I can go for better jobs in the future and try and build some their fucking career. So I was up in a classroom all week doing the health and safety thing, which I passed out with flying colours. Fucking doddle. We also did a first aid day. I'm going to watch what I say throughout this. I hope you get what I'm saying. I think you do. So we had a first aid day. And it was very interesting. Very interesting. Well, the first thing that came up, they were talking about choking hazards. And it's like, what methods do you think you would use if you were in, say, like a restaurant and somebody started choking? And the first thing that comes to your mind is we did the Heimlich manoeuvre. Because you see that in movies. And so I put my hand up and I said, they did the Heimlich manoeuvre? Yes, but we don't call it that anymore. Why no? He may have been a Nazi. Fucking what? He may have been a Nazi, and we don't go. And it may not have been him that invented it anyway. So, and I was thinking to myself, what is it? Fucking the LaQuanda Jackson now? What is it called? What is it? Like, it's called the abdominal thrust. So, like, okay. She wasn't too happy when I mentioned the Fritz Harbour guy. I couldn't remember his name at the time. I heard this on Joe Rogan. the Nazi who invented Zyklon B. It was like a kind of like the pesticide that was used by the Nazis in the death camps. He simultaneously was done for war crimes and the Nobel Peace Prize. He created this like synthesizing fucking fertilizer thing, whatever it was, saved people from famine. And he got the Peace Prize for that. But also, you know, simultaneously he's inventing the gas that's fucking killed the Jews. So a complicated guy, much like I'm sure as poor old Heimlich. What's his name? Let's Google it right now. Heimlich, right? So I just put in Heimlich and it says the Heimlich manoeuvre or abdominal thrusts, a life-saving first aid procedure designed to clear upper airway obstructions caused by choking. So now we need to put in Heimlich and then Nazi. Oh my goodness me, my search history is appalling. It's diabolical. Heinrich Himmler's coming up. No. Heimlich, Nazi. Again, Heinrich Himmler. Oh my god, do you think that instructor lied? It's just Heinrich Himmler, and that's no him. It's the Heimlich manoeuvre inventor. The Heimlich manoeuvre, a life-saving technique by choking, was invented by an American thoracic surgeon, Dr. Henry Heimlich. It was publicised in the 70s, first describing blah, blah, blah. Origin, method, impact, other iterations. He famously used the manoeuvre to save a woman at his retirement home shortly before his death. What a lovely, lovely man he was. And he's out here getting his name besmirched by some fucking first aid instructor as a Nazi. I swear to God, that's what that person said. I don't want to say if it was a man or a woman. It was a woman who said, no, he's a Nazi. He's in it. We don't use that term anyway. It's abdominal thrust. And he probably didn't invent it anyway. What the fuck? She just badmouthed my man Henry. And he done nothing wrong. He was a hero. He'd fucking saving people when he was 90. Jesus, man. That blows your fucking mind, doesn't it? Is he the brainwashing, the damage that you women are doing in the workplace is shocking. So on to the next part of my day, which was the defib. So we're burst into wee groups. Me and my man next to me. Okay? And I'll talk you through it, actually, right? I'll talk you through how you defib somebody. You get 2 pads. And on the pad, it shows you where on the body this pad goes. First one is upper right at your shoulder. And you just take a wee bit of like cling film off the back and go right on the shoulder, and then there's a wee wire coming off it. There's another pad, and that shows you in the opposite side of the body to the lung. So you just stick it on there, wee wire comes out, plug it in, that goes into a wee yellow box, and the wire goes into the yellow box. You turn the big button that says on, and it speaks to you. It says, unit is charging. And it's, you wait till it charges, and then it'll tell you, unit is charged. Fucking, did the thing, shock the guy. So you go, boop, and it sends a shockwave through, and hopefully resuscitates your dummy. We are showing this in a video. We are showing this in our magazines that we have, our wee brochure things. We are showing it by the woman who's instructing us. And then we do it. So I go first. I fucking nail it. And then my man goes. And at the same time, it's a double rescue. When I'm doing that and putting the wee pads on and defibbing the guy and waiting for it going do, unit charge, boom, boom, he is doing the CPR. You interlock your fingers and you put them on the chest. Nipples, between the nips is where you go, and you pump up and down. Remember, it was staying alive, well, that's no fast enough anymore. Now it's, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk, alright, okay, that's how fast you're supposed to go. And you do it 30 times. And then you do 2 rescue breaths, grab the nose, tilt the head back, cover the mouth with your mouth, and blow. And you see the chest going up, dead easy. But we didn't even have to do the rescue breaths for this part of the examination, because it's an examination. At the end of it, we're getting a certificate saying that we are qualified at first aid. Now, I'd like to break a little piece in this story here and say that the people who are at this course along with me are very highly likely going to be working in dangerous environments, extremely high risk environments. Okay, I want to stress that these people, including myself, are going to be working in very high risk environments. Back to the show. So it's my man's turn, and I'm doing the I would walk 500 miles, and he's struggling with the pads. I'm going to say he's struggling. And then he just turns the machine on and starts plugging it in. I'm like, no, you have to put the fucking pads on the guy first. So he puts the pads on and it turns the machine on and presses a button to charge it, and then he just presses the other button and turns it off, and he turns it off. And I'm like, no. So the whole time I'm going, I'm not doing that out loud, I'm just giving you the rhythm, so the whole time, and I'm just staring going, how the fuck are you getting this wrong? It tells you on the yellow box what today. And he turns it back on again, and then he presses it, and then he turns it back off again. You have to say stop. So during my examination, when he was doing the I like stop, and then I went boom to shock the guy, because you don't do 2 of those at the same time. So when it was his turn, I'm doing the and he's, like I say, he's turning his fucking machine on and trying to shock the guy, and then the demonstration just ends, folks. It just ends there, because we just unplug it and everybody's done. And we just roll a wee dummies up and we sit back down again. This is a fucking problem. I mean, my guy lived. My dummy lived. I was fucking in there. The pads were on, connected, charged up, bang. Fucking, my dummy hugged me afterwards and was like, thank you, Bob. I was like, no bother, dummy. And this guy, my man right here, his dummy, he might as well have fucking strangled it himself. It just kind of ended. I just went on with the rest of it. There was a couple of questions to fill out. Very easy, they gave you the answers. Aye. All of us at the end of the day were equally qualified in first aid to work in a very dangerous environment. Potentially. Allegedly. You need to say these words, don't you?